on. Hey y'all! Alrighty, so this video is gonna be about my drawing. Yay! Okay, so I told you I was gonna take full advantage of the whole look, but I'm winding down as the day is going down. So I put my hair up. I'm a little lax. I took the earrings off. I'm good. I'm home. But okay, my first my first thoughts towards my drawings. As far as like inspiration, I guess when I was a kid, I was just always trying to just draw different things. We would use that water paint and stuff when we were little. We had a basement. It looked like a dungeon, but 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 it was a basement, and you know we had all our art stuff down there, and I had fun fact. I used to fall down the stairs a lot trying to get down there. So apparently I just always had this within me. But you know, all of these different pieces mean something different to me. And you know, and they all, you know, helped inspire me in some type of way. So here we go. Okay. And this is stayed on really good. It looks nice. I don't know if it's because of the glue or if it's because of the thing. Maybe I should have did the glue a different day. I don't know. I'll try it again. Anyway, back to the drawing. Okay, so this first one, I don't know if you can see it. It's going to be a little glossy because I laminated it, right? So this one right here, it is supposed to be a Kobe. How do you call that? You know, when someone had passed away, like, I have the word at the tip of my tongue, and there's a couple of words to say it, to describe it. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you. I had a feeling that the laminated one was gonna look like that because of the shiny lights. So this is what the copy looks like. This is not the original. The originals I keep separate on purpose. They are on a different type of paper that tends to be not so great quality. Not that I don't want to say that it's not great quality, but it's just to preserve it, I try to keep it somewhere safer than what I do these. And these are the ones that I carry around in case someone is interested in purchasing one. Then yeah, like these are the details that I put into each drawing. You know, I put Gigi's number up there with a little princess crown, and that's why it says, you know, you can't see it, but it'll say Gigi on there. Then the number 8, and he's the king, you know, because that was his old number. 24 right here, and the black mamba right there. You know, and then I just have all these little intricate details. Remember those symbols that I was telling you about in that other video? Yeah, you could find a whole bunch of them in this one. But yeah, they actually do mean something. They're runes, R-U-N-E-S, runes. And if you look it up, they're ancient. They're like ancient symbols, and they mean different things. And I had no idea what these particular symbols meant. I just know that they just kept coming out of my drawings. And in this particular one, those runes come out a lot. And there's no coincidence in that. But anyway, so yeah, it just says R.I.P. and then that's Gianna right there. The G, the girl right there is for the G, I-A-N-N-A, right? The cross is for and then it says Kobe right there. And then Bryant is their last name, but I put a gold tree as if, you know, family tree. Anywho, so I went and I put that there, R, Y, and I put the question marks by the Y because so many people were asking why. You know what I mean? That happened to him or them. And the A for the angel, the N, and the T, of course. You know, yeah. which also represents life. So cool. So yeah, I just put that there. Down at the bottom was just extra messages. 2006 was Gianna's year. And right there, let me just bring this up. Right there, where is it? 1978 is his year. Then I put the father, she is a daughter, he was a husband, she was a sister. Inspiration. That down at the bottom says friend is FR. And if I turn it this way, there's an I. And then it goes back this way to E and D, right? And then that is my signature. And then this is when I began the drawing and when I finished it. So that is my first drawing. I didn't want to take too long. I already took 5 minutes, but that was including the intro too, so whatever. You get it. Ooh, y'all saw my hot ass mess. Whatever. That's my workstation. Ooh, which by the way, I wanted to show you guys because I love that laminated thing. It's so amazing. That was the part where in that one video where I was just like, ooh, and I went like this because I was just thinking about all of this and showing you guys that. This is cool. Like, it makes me feel good because it's also an accomplishment for myself. And being that, you know, I was already telling you guys that I was, like, struggling with, like, you know, depression and, you know, all this other stuff that's happening in my life. So this kind of stuff kind of helps me. That's why I was saying these videos are more so for myself, more so than you guys. But I really appreciate you that you're, you know, following through, you know, or a part of also this journey that I'm going through. Hopefully helps you as well. So hopefully it serves as an inspiration. You could use it, you could take it, you could run with it, you could whatever you like, you know. I'm not no hater. I'll be the one to be like, oh, you took my idea, right on, you did something with it, you know. You know what I mean? So I'm one of those type people. But anyway, but I try to strive too, so whatever. Okay, so these are my little business cards. Right now it looks like it's backwards. I hope it doesn't come out backwards like that when I'm watching a video, because hopefully it'll look real nice coming out like that, right? And then here goes the back part. It's like all vegan. Arbonne is the top one, where it says all vegan makeup, and it says skincare, nutrition, body, bath and body, and then it says hair. Yes, they sell hair products. I just haven't gotten my hands on any yet, but I'm definitely going to do that just to see how it works on my type of hair. And then it says, ooh, and then I'm going to try it on other people and then get some feedback and then let me know. I'm just kidding. Okay, and then it says a little something for everyone. That was just a little side note for myself. And then it says doTERRA essential oil single and blends, which I talked about that in the other video that I just did prior to this one. And then it says essential oil. I already read that part. Personal care supplements, sample sizes, also available through independent consultant. Yep, so those are the sample sizes that I was talking about. And it's also sample sizes for the Arbonne as well. But however, like I said, and I've been saying it throughout my videos thus far, is I am starting up a nonprofit, and the purpose of the because of shipping and everything like that, the purpose of the little samples would be to rack up the money that I need to start up this nonprofit, because it's a really big project and I wanted to go global, because I'm always talking about people and how people need help and stuff like that. So it's definitely gonna be along those lines. Okay, y'all can support if you want to. If you don't, that's cool. Whatever. You know what I mean? Just I'm just putting myself out there and seeing what I get out of it, or not even get out of it, because it's not even something that I'm just seeking. Like I said, it's going to benefit everyone eventually. Okay, so next one. Bam. So I don't know what the heck this is. I really don't. So I started out, okay, what ended up happening, this is so funny. This one is a funny story. Because what ended up happening is the fact that this right here is not pen, is not crayon, is not paint, is none of that. This was makeup that I bought from Five Below back in Cleveland. It was so funny. And I tried it on my face. I was like, I ain't doing this. I was like, what the hell is this? So anyway, so I was just like, I can't use this no more. So then I had it, and I was like, what am I going to do with this? And yeah, I'm gonna say it. I don't give a shit. I had got high, and and when I get high, I kind of like go into a different world. I become a different person, but very creative, and very confident, and very strong. And you can't tell her nothing. She's so in tune. She was so in tune with spirit that I was just like, how the hell do you know that? And it was just like, and I was asking myself that. You know what I mean? It was real funny, but whatever. Yeah, so spirit, she just started just whatever scribbling, and yeah, I ended up, it took me about a year, I think. Yeah, I didn't even write down the I didn't write it down. I wish I would have. But this is the drawing without the aluminum, without the laminator. So yeah, I just have little small intricate details in there. Hopefully you can see them. And it's just totally abstract. You know, whatever you see in there. This one was like intended to be something different. Like, you know, it looks like a face-like type thing up there. But if you turn it this way, it may look like something else to you. You know what I mean? And then it kind of like goes into different stuff. You know, that right there kind of looks like a mushroom. But I don't know, you make your own. This guy right there, it looks like a guy, like a face, like a mask type thing going on, covered by this thing right here. That low-key looks like the shape of like some type of Africa or South America or something. I don't even know what that is, but it may be even a portal within those places. I don't know. I told you, you know, stuff be really standing out to me, but whatever. You know, like little intricate details all throughout. This one, because it was slanted, it was kind of like a distorted type figure. I was trying to incorporate my name in there, so that was supposed to be an M, but that thing that I was telling you about, those runes and stuff like that, that is actually one of the symbols. It's crazy, right? I didn't even know. But anyways, I try to incorporate everything into my drawings, and not on purpose. Like I said, my spirit was doing it without me even knowing. Okay, next one, right? Because like I said, I didn't want to take too long. This one was a message to myself. Yeah, I really like this one because this one was one of the first that I actually completed. So this was an accomplishment. This one right here is this one right here is basically the start of a new life a new cycle in my life. And just because I completed it spoke in volumes, the fact that I did and that I was able to complete it. So yeah, there's that one. And I have so many, like over here I put a little Gemini sign in there, you can see it. Okay, and the numbers you just follow them, right? So number 1 is Angelica. That's me. Okay, and this time around I wasn't high with this one. I was more so heartbroken. It was something that I was going through. I was feeling as if I wasn't being heard. I was feeling as if, you know, I wasn't good enough. I was going through one of those depression moments. So anyways, yeah, Angelica was number 1. Number 2 is Love, right there. Luve. Love. I did that on purpose. Whatever. Actually, it wasn't even supposed to be like numbered like that, but then when I realized that it looked like Luve, I was like, okay, number 2, Love. And then I was like, oh, I should write myself a message. So I wrote a message around the whole thing. But I'll get to that. Let me go back. 1, 2, Love. 3 is Thyself. 4, With. 5 is Understanding. And yes, that one I wrote backwards. Okay, Understanding. And then 6, wait, was that 5? Yeah, that was 5. So 6 is supposed to be Wisdom, right? However, I kind of messed up and it was Wismo, because as you can see right here, 6A is the way I view you, which is backwards. MO is backwards. And then 6 or 7 is understanding, wisdom. 7 is special trust. And if you see 7A is referring to my so-called dyslexia. So that's where the wismo came into play. And 7 wasn't supposed to be special trust, but because I messed up with the wismo to try to uplift myself and make myself feel better, I low-key got upset that I messed it up. And I had to self-parent myself and tell myself, it's okay. You know, it's okay that you messed up. Flow with it. So that's what I did. I flowed with it. And then I did that 7 so-called dyslexia. You know what I mean? Because people was crazy about labeling stuff nowadays. You know what I mean? But anyway, where am I at? Because I can't even see. Okay. That's 7A. And then 8 is clarity. So here we go. Love thyself with understanding, wisdom, special trust, clarity. Number 9 is my last name, Muniz, right there. 9A is Muniz, myself, see. The 2 eyes are see the bigger picture, and then I drew a picture. So it's real subliminal, it's different. And then 9 is Muniz, 10 is keep going. And if you see that it looks like a face with the arrows, then they look like little horns, but they're not really horns. They're just part of who that character is. And those are the eyes, but they are swirls, which are life swirls. And then arrows, which point you into the right direction. So they're mirrored. And if you think about the mirroredness, that is number 10. So keep going is number 10. And then over here it explains the number 10 mirrored arrow. The arrows are the ones, and then the life swirls are the zeros. 10. And then it moves on to 11, where it says don't stop until you get enough. So number 11 looks like the pause sign. Ironic. And then the stop sign, instead of it being red, it's green for go. And then it says don't stop till you get enough. 11A is MJ. And then connected to MJ is man in the mirror. And then it's a little man inside of the mirror. I try to draw him the best way I could. Whatever. So, yeah. And then that's a hand right there. It's alright. And then 12, which is the completion number, ends with love. So, Angelica, love thyself with understanding, wisdom, special trust, clarity. Muniz, keep going. Don't stop till you get enough. Love. Alright, that was the message in that one. That one took a while, but that's alright. Whatever. Okay, I'm going to move forward to my next one. Alright, this one's pretty cool. This one also took a very long time. And this one was a high one. I think it was the same day, actually, that I started the scribble one that I said that I was high in, the only other one, with the mushroom and stuff like that. And it's so crazy because I never did any mushrooms or nothing like that. No crazy drugs. No outside. No extremely crazy drugs. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't care. I'm being real. You know what I mean? I could relate. I could relate to a couple of people, okay? And it's because of my life experiences. Are they bad decisions? Probably. You know what I mean? Could they have been avoided? Yeah. You know what I mean? But life, that's just how life is. It throws you lemons and you make some lemonade. Sometimes you spice up the lemonade. But but just as long as you have that self-control where you know who you are, you can always pull yourself out of that. You know? And even if you don't know who you are, seek the help to know who you are. And don't ever forget that there is always help. Not everybody does care, but those who do care, open up to them. You know what I mean? You'll be able to talk to them about anything. Alrighty, so this one is like a what is it? One of those I wanted to say wormhole, but it's more like a portal. This one right here. So that's like a portal. And then it's kind of like this alien looking ship thingy, which there's a little alien in there. If you can find him, that'd be cool. But I also wrote like um, little symbols, which I think also have to do with those rune thingies that I was telling you about. I had no idea about runes or nothing like that. No ancient nothing. I just know that, you know, one day my spirit was just like, you need to go draw, sit down, draw, and let your hand go. And I was just starting with the inspiration behind that, honestly, which is in the next drawing. I'll show it to you. But the inspiration, honestly, was Japanese calligraphy. And, you know how the Chinese symbols look and stuff like that. I just thought that that was like, that always has fascinated me. So I took 3 years of it in high school. I totally forgot everything. But I downloaded Duolingo and I was like, yeah, I'm passing with flying colors. But then when I went to talk to my partner about it and be like, yeah, I learned this. I was like, God damn, I forgot it already. I was like, okay, Duolingo is not helping me as much as I thought it was. Because I kind of learn a little different. So it's not that I'm downplaying Duolingo at all. Definitely not. All I'm saying is, you know, I learned a little different and it's not really helping me as I thought it was. Or I started this notebook and stuff like that. So I'm gonna go ahead and write this stuff down, which I already started, so I'm proud of myself. So this is another one. Okay, these are the little mountains and they got some water flowing down, and like I said, the little symbols, so cool. Then you got clouds that rain eyes, right? And then you got the little okay, so the blue, this one was a collaboration. One of two of the collaborations with my partner. And he too had little eye flying saucers in the background there near the trees under my eyes raining. And he had no idea that that it was raining eyes. He thought that they were just drops, but they were eyes. And he drew his little eyes flying saucers right underneath of that. And it was like, wow, that was trippy. But it was pretty cool. So yeah, so this would mean like this is either our tribe, you know, people from our tribe, but it can also be the Anunnaki. It could be, you know, outsiders. But to me, it's as if these were the protectors of Earth, and they're watching from afar as these things come along. Anywho, then this right here, did not intend for this symbol to come out, but low-key looks like the state of Ohio. So anyway, which is where I'm from, and I was born there. Well, the body was born there, and the spirit was already attached to the body, so whatever. I'm from there, damn it. Okay, and then I'll get to all that bottom stuff later because that's more detail, okay? And then these are just other things, whatever you want to see in it. It looks like, you know, mountaintops and stuff like that, and you know, the red as in like the red, like the canyon and stuff like that, hitting, you know, like a bayou, like a water bayou or something. And then, you know, just different things, you know, raining diamonds in the blue, and you know, whatever else you see in there. And then this looks like a little caterpillar, you know. Oh, it says testing the waters because this one was my first drawing that I started drawing with my right hand. Yeah. And I went over it with my left hand, right? So, yeah, like you could see his face and I outlined it with the blue. So, you know, it's kind of different. But I wanted tattoos on him. I actually wanted to, like, tat him all up. But then I was like, that defeats the purpose. So then I was just like, whatever. I'll leave it like that and I'll write the most important things that are important to the universe and important to the earth right now as we speak. And it was crazy because it was different. This one I started and then I let it go, and then I started on it again when I was sleeping in my vehicle. And I was sleeping in my vehicle. I told you I was going through some stuff, but you know, I was sleeping in my vehicle for a month and a half out here in AZ, and by choice. I have money, but I was just like, nah, I'm gonna stay here, you know, because my mental was, I want to save money, but what ended up happening, I started spending a lot more because of the situation that I was in. So, you know, taking care of that and being able to sleep somewhere, you know, where I had to pay for it, it wouldn't have worked out because I was just dishing out way too much money. So I guess it was by choice, but it wasn't. Something like that. But anyway, yeah, so I was working on this while that, and also the entire Kobe one that I did, which was inspired by something else, which I'm going to get to that, which is in this drawing. And that one was inspired by this. And when that happened, I was like, you know what? Because it happened all around in the same time. And I was just like, this is a lot. And then this, if you notice the dates on everything, I finished that one in February. I started it February 3rd. And I think the lockdown started February 2nd. So I think that's really different. But I was in my vehicle around that time. It was crazy times. But whatever. Alright, so yeah, I got all of that. And then these are the ones that I wanted to get to last, right? So these right here, this, if you see, that one says Anthony, Moise, and Eric. So Anthony has an O in it, and I started the Moise from the O, and I started the Eric from the E in Moise, because it's like connection, a unity, family. Those are my nephews. Then in February 7th, lo and behold, the first niece, the first granddaughter. She's the first one. Okay? And her name is Daenerys. So I split it up. I put DAE dash NE. Oh, hold on. How do you spell her name? Daenerys. Okay. DAENERYS. Yes, and you already know I had to be creative with it. So DAE, and then the dash, because I had to split the name. NER, and that's a Y, and that's a S. It's a 5, but it's an S. Okay? I don't know, I have this like freakish fetish with 5s. I guess because I was born on the 5th day. This is different. But anyway, she was born February 7th. Awesome. So yeah, 2 depths, because bam, next one. This one's the one that I was telling you about that inspired me to do the Kobe one, right? So RIP, right? And that says Arlene. And she passed away February 1st, 2020. And I was really heartbroken because I was really like close to her. So yeah. Yeah. And I was just going through so much. And I missed her funeral because I wasn't in my right mind. This is around the time where, you know, like, I've been known that I had issues, but I didn't address them properly. I always thought I was right. I always thought that, you know, there wasn't anything too much wrong with me, that I could handle it on my own, that I didn't need nobody. It was a lot. So, yeah. So, yeah, around that time, because I was dealing with this, I was dealing with, you know, like staying in the car. I was dealing with a lot more that I'm still going through it, so I don't really want to go too much into it. When everything is all over and done, then I'll explain to you the fuckery of everything and how that whole situation even transpired. But yeah. So there goes that one. And then this one was a friend that I thought was a friend, but ended up being something different. Don't even want to speak it. Both of these are him, because one is the artist name and the other one is the real name, and that's why I put it together. Anywho, keep it going. These are my peoples, because at this time that I was going through everything, this person right here in particular not that. Hold on, let me see. It's gonna be blurry, but I'm gonna zoom in so you can know exactly who I'm talking about. That person right there, that's Maria. That person, her name is Maria, right? She, it says my journal, my journey. Because it came out so distorted. You can read it, but you would just really gotta really stare at it in order to read it. But she was the only one that actually helped me throughout this entire situation. Everything that I was going through. She was the only one there that opened up not only her arms, but her home, her heart, her ears. You know what I mean? Like everything. And she was going through herself, and she didn't have to do that because of all the stuff she was going through as well, and she did. So I'm grateful for her, and she made it on my picture. So there goes Danny is her cousin, and that's me. And then this is Breezy, which is Brianna, but it's her sister. She's awesome. Oh, she's so awesome. I love it. And yes, so we all hung out together. We had such a great time. They were the ones to first teach me how to just trust while I was high. My high self didn't trust nobody. And this is why she was so in tune with so much, because she'd rather be by herself than be around other people and their energy. So being around them and being high really opened up doors that otherwise this side would not have been able to open. So I'm super grateful, and I'm able to fuse the two now to where I don't even really need the weed. I could tap into those things, you know what I mean, without it. Yay me, right? And then right here at the end, I have Robin, Bam Bam, Robin at the top, the upside down triangle, BIN, Mommy, that's my mom, that's my mama. And then Wee Wee, I call her Wee Wee, but her name is Wilnelia, right? And Daddy. And you know what? I just noticed that I didn't write. I put Jennifer right there because she was also a friend. Right now she's going through some stuff herself, so she's been a little distant. But I don't blame her. It's cool. Something happened between her and I as well, so I don't blame her. It's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. So that's the meaning for me. As far as this guy right there, that was all. Hub is a personal name for my partner, and he wrote it on top of his eyebrow, if you can see. And I just think I outlined it because I outlined it. I outlined his part because otherwise it would not have stand out as much as it does now. You know what I mean? But yeah, he has all his little intricate details.